we are actually having to cope with consequences of climate change itself. So I think everyone will have to be quite mindful of what kind of investment and building better type of a concept will need to be implemented. So we definitely hope that Malawi will become a very good example for that, for the rest of the world as well.
We have to accept that the issue of climate change is there, it will live with us. And therefore we have to build mechanism within the society. Just to give you an example, in Malawi, rains normally comes in November. This year, November came, nothing happened. And we started praying for rain. And then come December, late January, then we see that it comes now with a big force. So these things, I think, they are there to stay with us. And now all of a sudden we know that there is no more rain coming. So these are situations which we have to live with. And I think there are new ways that we have learned even at Sendai on how we have to deal with these issues. The issue of establishing early warning mechanism. And I thought that in Malawi we had not done much in this direction. I have been to countries like Bangladesh and even Japan. Even when I was there, I went to Tokyo and I found that a very good, well-established early warning system, an operation center where you know in advance what is going to happen, the weather situation and so on. Because whether we like it or not, the climatic changes are there to live with us.
We also learned that a lot of investment has been made with the meteorological services in the country, which helps a lot in coming up with early warnings and setting up early warning systems. So a lot of investment has been done, but maintaining this investments to be able to generate the information that is used is also a challenge in most of these countries, including Malawi.
And also the question of developing resilience to situations. Resilience can be in different forms. For instance, in Malawi, the way that we build the houses in the rural areas, you know, these houses which I was talking about, which were washed away, it's because they did not have real foundations. I think for the future we have to look at it. Whether we are talking about forestry, make sure that trees are planted along the banks of the rivers, make sure that we have crops that apart from those which depend on rainfed, we have to look at also alternative crops for which, in case situations have changed, the people can survive. Like I'm talking of crops like cassava, you know, soybean and things of such a nature.
For Malawi to sort of be in a position where it can build back better the way it was done in Sendai, it's possible, but it would have its own challenges in terms of capacity, resources as well. Because from what I saw, for Sendai, I think they had a solid plan in terms of rebuilding. So resources, capacity, I think that would be the issue. And like I said, having a plan in place is one thing, but actually making sure that the plans are implemented according to that plan is a different story.